Welcome in, Tiger fans. Footy season now is officially over. Brisbane won the grand final. Congratulations. Well done. Also at the same time, stuff you now. You've won it back-to-back and you're about to get two really good players plus a bunch of academy players. So let's get that out of the boot. So this week will be another player to draft, and I've decided to go Lachy Dovaston. Dovaston, I don't think that's how you pronounce it. A small forward. Really impressive. I really would hope if I could pick him as a club, I would hope that Richmond would take him. He gives off to me Nick Watson vibes from Hawthorn. Also came from the same club as Nick Watson as well. Also played for Western Rangers, sorry. I'd love to have him at Richmond, Punt Road. I'm pretty sure anyone who takes him he'll be a steal. So I've decided to do the video on him. I've jumped onto, Rookie Central Me, and I've also got onto Zero Hanger. Looked at some of the things that they've got and written about him. I watched a fair bit of his highlights. I will play some highlight package at the end from footy stuff. So thank you to all those guys who are giving all this information out. It gives me a chance to read it. Get to know what kind of player he is, what his strengths are, what would he bring to the AFL. And I would be very surprised if he doesn't go, top 15. I could see if it would not be surprised if the Bombers take him in one of their 3 picks in the top 10. Just with him and Kako would be a really good combination of a 1-2 punch as a small forward. So look, I'll go off some of his strengths and what he's got, what he has. His strengths are for football, what he brings to the game, and what he could bring to the club that drafts him. Obviously, I'm a Richmond channel, and I would love to have him. I think he's that special ingredients that we are missing at our club is that small forward, and he's just a predominant small forward, where we have a Seth Campbell and a Ryan Mansell, a Morris Rowley Jr. Those players seem to be a lot better when they go up the ground, and they play better 50-50. I just think Dovaston would be that really good Nick Watson right in the heart of the 50 and just chop it up. So his strengths are aggression. Ground level game is really highly rated. Scoreboard impact, which he did. I'm pretty sure he was the leading goal kicker for his under-18s team. I think maybe even for Coates League. Speed, tackle pressure, and work rate. So I love the fact it's the speed. One thing that as a Richmond supporter, most clubs will want. He does bring the speed. Tackle pressure. Yet again, Richmond has dropped off on their tackle pressure a lot the last few years. Love to bring that up, especially in the forward. We're really bad. Richmond are really bad at tackling in the inside the 50. I think we were like second last for the whole entire competition. That's something you need to improve. That just helps your midfield and your defense by keeping the ball trapped in. Also gives other players a chance to have a shot on goal. And work rate, which was really good. I'd love to see that work rate, which shows you that he's not a lazy player. He will work his ass off. He will run both ways. Really, I do love that. So he's 174 centimeters from the Western Rangers and Vic Metro. So 2025 under-18s champs. He played 4 games. He averaged 12.8 disposals, 3.5 tackles, and two marks, and 2.3 goals per game. Then in the Coates League, he played 10 games. He actually had 15.8 disposals. So you can see when he was playing more games, he was actually bringing his disposals up. 5.6 tackles, yet again, they've gone up again. 2.2 marks and 2.4 goals. Everything just goes up with more game time. Seems like through the year he's just got better. Then he did play a game in the box for the VFL Box Hill. He had 18 disposals, 5 marks, 3 tackles, 3 inside 50s, 1 goal and 3 behinds. Obviously, it kind of sucks that he didn't kick the goals. But it's a really good thing to see that when he went to the VFL, stepping up from under-18s. Just be back in a second, guys. I'll have to pause this. So, back again. It's school holidays, so I have my daughter at home with me. So where was I? Now I can't remember where I was at. So he played in the VFL. That's right. Now remember it. See, I eventually get there. So because he played in the VFL, I'll see that you can see when he went from under-18s back to his Coates, and then he went up to the VFL, his performances didn't drop off. So it really shows me that he probably could be one of those players who, kind of like Nick Watson, when he just stepped into his first year and it didn't seem like it was any different. He played really well, so I love that. So this is on now. I'm jumping over to the draft profile from Zero Hanger, so you guys can jump over and have a read yourself if you want to, if you feel like I've missed anything. So it says Eastern Ranger, Vic Metro, live wire, Lachy Dovaston established himself as clearly the best smallwood in the 2025 draft. He's an electric small forward who's developed into a headache for defenders. He has averaged well over 2 goals per game in the Coates Leagues and was Vic Metro's leading forward in the indifferent national battles game, hailing from CTL, same as Nick Watson, as I was saying. Same traits as well, front and centre, workability, crumbing, ground ball, and foot for making contest at your foot. So he's like Nick Watson, where he gets in front of the contest, grabs it, and gets the ball and kicks a goal. Really do love that. So here it says that he is a prototypical small forward with speed, toughness, the ability to capitalise on both stoppages, and when given just an inch of space, he's also shown a sound understanding on how to play as an extra stoppage, rotating between a deep small forward and the sixth man who comes up through the game. So, and then it also goes on here to say that he's very well successfully set up by when he was at the Eastern Rangers, as well as he has a very high IQ. He had a really good performance for the grand final, which is the highlights that I will play, so you guys can kind of see what he was like when he was done at the end of the hardest game. I think it was something close to like 25 disposals and a goal or two. So he's quite an all-round good player. He can get up the ground and run. Look, I would love to have him at Richmond. I think you would have to split a pick. Maybe, we go off and we get our Roby and we split out the pick, and maybe we can try and facilitate other trades, or somebody wants to jump up the draft, and we can get some later picks as well. But I would definitely be loving to have him alongside Roby as well. And I think he could learn really well off Luke Bruce, who just joined us, who actually played with Nick Watson. So you could have that bit of insight with what Nick Watson does as training, and pass it on there. So that's probably it for this episode, guys. If you could, please hit that like and subscribe button. As you all know, it does help. Tomorrow night, I will be doing a video at 8:30 yet again with Tim. And we're going to do my top 10 players where they'll go. So what I'm going to do is the top 10 will not be changed. It will be as it is. So there'll be no picks be swapped. It will be going off that West Coast doesn't have pick 2. And you cannot bid on any of the academy players, just because we all know either way they're going to go to their clubs anyway. So I'm just going to go off with Gold Coast will take whoever they have at the pick 6, which will be probably one of their academy players, and everyone else I've just worked off who I think Richmond, whoever else I think those clubs should target for their club's need, without and worrying about the academy players and sort of that sort of stuff. So I've just kind of got rid of that for the players I think they need, that they can grab. So as you go, guys, hit the like and subscribe. Do appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. And as always, stay safe and go Tigers.